I am going to tell you right here and right now, if you have not seen the latest episode of To Your Eternity, you have to watch it, because this is going to be full of spoilers. And if you haven't seen the show, I can't in good faith talk about it and really just disrupt any type of love or admiration you may have for this, because here it is. This episode was nothing but pain. It harkens back to season 1 and some of the most difficult episodes that we saw back then. This one was hard to swallow. There was a lot of stuff that happened here that I was just like, oh my heart, why do you do this to me? Because straight up, we lost some good ones. Even if Fushi in the future is able to revive some people, we lost some soldiers in this one. So let's try to dissect all this. Yeah, so the biggest one is Fushi's gone, and after a while, they finally find out that Fushi's back in his orb form, but still connected to the city. But the biggest pain of it all, we lost the good one. My man, Bone here, pour one out for him. We lost a good soldier here. The fact that he is sacrificed himself to try to get Fushi back. And I mean, shoot, the fact that Fushi will be able to use his ability to see spirits, that in and of itself is a very strong one. But here we have it. The knocker that was in Kuhaku's arm essentially assaulted Fushi and absorbed whatever remaining images, like whatever Fushi did have, of course, that reverted him back to his orb form. And Kuhaku straight up cutting his own arm off, and then the knocker like comes out, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, what is that specific knocker's true intention? Why did it do all this? And I thought about it, and it came to me. I think that knocker it may have multiple goals and things it wants to do, but I think one of the things that knocker wanted was the way to communicate. And by taking Fushi's forms, that was a way for it to communicate. Because come to find out, the knocker goes into Echo's arm, which I could tell it did because Echo was like holding herself for a while and then trying to commit suicide, trying to kill herself. And I'm like, what is going on? And then the knocker in her arm saves her and then changes to Fushi's face. So this specific knocker, of course, wants to be different than all the other knockers. Its absorption of Fushi images are like 1-to-1. We saw that the other knockers, they copy Fushi's images. For example, in this one, they did the Archer girl. It wasn't like a specific spin image copy. It was just like a wooden looking part of it. But this one is like, I guess, has been around Fushi a lot and actually knows Fushi, and then kind of now is able to communicate. And in this way, it took Fushi's main form, the boy from literally episode 1, and now Fushi, now that Fushi doesn't have that, he doesn't have the boy as his default image. I mean, pretty much now he has to do Bon as his default until he can get his other forms back. But God, this one was so much pain. Now, of course, I will give it up. I will give it up for Kamu, the overweight soldier. He sacrificed himself for the better of everyone else, trying to protect the hospital and such. And the girl he liked, Yui's, whatever, Y-U-I-S-S, girl he liked, I thought she died the other episode, because the way they made it look out when they had the doctor come over to her and like kind of cover up and shake his head, I'm thinking, well, to me, that's the image of someone just died. And then they showed her again, but this time she's breathing, and I'm like, oh, okay, she didn't die. All right, whatever. So he sacrifices himself for Miguel, that girl's boyfriend. Ooh, that guy Miguel looked like he was knocking on like 40 while she's like 20 or something. He looked way old. I'm like, oh, okay. Man, it's just, I just can't express it. There was just so much pain in this episode. So much. Now, Koaku, I have no clue where he's at because he just disappears after his arm's cut off. And I guess he's looking for the knocker or something. Maybe we'll see him next week's episode, because the teaser did say that the battle might be concluding. Fushi was gone. He comes back after Bond's sacrifice, and that's basically where the episode ends. But God, everything from start to finish, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, it is nothing but pain. And we're sitting, March is the one taking control and trying to get everything together. March is like 5 years old. Like, really not much to dissect in this one other than the sheer shock of the episode. That's basically all it is. I was just sitting back and just like, why did you do this to me yet again? I don't even know why I'm getting close to these characters. I don't know. I don't understand it. Why I'm like, I know that this show is nothing but pain, and this is literally its second season. Why am I still getting hurt from these characters? Because I already know it's going to happen. But I think it has to do with the curveball they bring them in. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below how you received this episode and how it went down for you, because this was crazy. But yet again, that's the show. That's the ride. We are all on this ride of this roller coaster, and we should know what to expect. Through the twists and turns and the curves, we should expect this, but it still happens to us. Yet again, good show. I mean, I'm attached to it. So yeah, Lord willing, next week things will start to get a lot better, and I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for next week. Like every week. I'll see you guys next week, definitely. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because these reviews, I hope you guys are enjoying them. Like the video, and make sure you comment down below to definitely help with the algorithm of YouTube. Thank you guys so much. You take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.